Yo, what's going on, man? It is another episode of the VBA podcast where we turn seasons into sagas and stats into storytelling. Got that backwards. It's a little bit rusty. It's been a minute since we recorded a podcast episode. Colin, today is a beautiful day in the world, in Earth, on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Another day above ground is another day. That you should be smiling, brother. How has life been outside the VBA, bro? The VBA has kind of done not a reformation, but it seems like there's been just a fucking huge spike in activity, which has kind of shaped or reshaped, molded the just the entity that the VBA is. How is life outside the league going for you, bro?
Man, I can't complain. I'm really just let me see. I'm going to see Spider-Man with a bunch of friends on Friday, man. That's that shit, man. I'm so excited. Been hanging out with my girl, just, enjoying life. I'm getting a PC soon, finally.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's what's up. Congrats.
One of my buddies, he was showing me his PC, and he's gonna try and get like a $2,000 build his own PC, like upgrade. And he was like, "You could just have my last PC if you want." And I said, "Dude, I'll at least pay you something." He was like, "No, just take it." And I already
That's
have a monitor. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, man. It should be sometime soon, but man,
What's the first thing you're playing?
Nice. First thing I'm playing on PC. I don't know.
If you say a game that's also on console, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to think of, like PC games. Probably like you ever heard of Deadlock? That's what all my friends are into.
Yeah,
all my
I have
friends
heard
are
of
into
Deadlock.
Deadlock, and I can't fucking play it.
Never played it. Never have. Isn't it like a
apparently
5v5 thing?
It's like League of Legends, but like third person shooter. You know?
Okay. Yeah. So like a 5v5 tactical third person shooter.
Yeah. Something like that. Mm-hmm.
Where, well, that's awesome, bro. Hope you enjoy it. Buying my PC was probably one of the best things. Just how, what's the word? Just how like essential it is for a lot of the things that I do in my life. But it's also very fun to spend hours and countless hours on. So, congrats, my brother. Glad to hear you and your girl are still good. Y'all just had something happen, yeah? You just came back from a trip, or is that in between?
No, that was a couple. It was a couple weeks ago. We came back from Panama City, Florida.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. I recommend it to everyone. Everyone talks about going to Destin, and Destin is absolutely beautiful, but the water is just as clear in Panama City as it is in Destin. Only bad thing is I didn't see there was a purple flag the one day. And you ever encounter like sea lice?
Never heard of sea lice, bro.
Okay, so it's these little microscopic baby jellyfish.
Okay.
And it basically, when you get in the water, it feels like lice, but all over your body. So your whole body burns.
Fuck.
So yeah, that was enough beach time for me. But we a really cool story is the first day we got there, we were down at this like beachfront restaurant, and it had steps down to the beach. And me and Savannah, we found a little purple cap. And some girl from down the coast, way in like Alabama or something, had chucked it off the pier, and it was like to honor like her dead sister.
Okay.
And was like, if you find this, text this number, let me know, and then please throw it back out into the ocean.
Oh shit.
So, like, I think it was the second to last day, me and Savannah, we took a walk out to the pier and chucked it off. And honestly, I don't think we would have went on the pier if it wasn't for that cap. So
that's a crazy story.
If somehow she's watching this, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know why she would be watching something on a fictional basketball league, but
she's probably definitely not watching it. But
no,
there's a theory in life, bro. And honestly, this is not even a VBA podcast at this point. there's a theory in life, like something like that. I don't know if it's butterfly effect, but it's just like something similar about how like one small action or like one
Hmm.
small little token or something like that has like a ripple effect. I think that is butterfly effect.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Um, but there's another theory that I'm maybe confusing it with as well. It's like you see signs, you see signs, and you see like not necessarily a story, but you see like things that connect through small things. And
Hmm.
maybe somebody that's watching this can help me out because I'm clearly struggling hard with this. But there's something of that nature, and it's a beautiful thing. It's like a beautiful not omen, bro. If you can't tell, I'm fucking struggling with words.
No,
My mind
I
is
get
a
it.
lot of places. I'm struggling with words, but you know what I mean, bro. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful,
Hmm.
and I hope that everyone has a bottle cap for something in their life. You know,
Hmm.
um, I think it's a beautiful story more than anything else. Well, it's sad, the reason why, but you know what I mean.
Fuck. I think my internet went out. No.
Are you there?
Okay, I'm back.
Are you there? Wait, was that me or was that you?
I don't know.
I saw you perfect. I think it was me. I think it was maybe me.
I said, oh fuck, my internet. No, I thought it was me.
No, I think it was
I
me. I
thought
think
it
it
was
was me.
mine acting up. Yeah,
Um,
but I will
yeah.
say, like, it was because it was the day before Fourth of July, so we got to stand on the edge of the pier after we threw this cap off into the ocean, and Panama City. It was a sight I don't think I'll ever forget. Is you see down the beach. It's on July 3rd, but down the beach, fireworks going off everywhere, all down the beach, both sides, and it was beautiful, man. It was something I've never experienced before.
Yeah. The last time I was in Florida was in Panama City Beach, and I mean I've been like 4 or 5 times there. Before that, I would always go to Destin, and you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sand is way better in Destin in my opinion, but the water
Mm-hmm.
is just as pretty. And PCB's dope, man. PCB's fun. It gets a lot of slack, but it's way better than fucking Galveston Beach or fucking
Fucking hell,
or South Padre.
dude!
Um,
I went to both of those places.
yeah,
Yeah, Galveston was the worst vacation I've ever had.
it's
We,
horrible,
I,
bro. I like
I'll never
it's
forget
it.
the first day we got there. We ordered a pizza, and it genuinely tasted like cardboard. Like when people say that this food tastes like cardboard, like this pizza tasted like I was eating the fucking box.
Mm, damn.
It was so bad. Oh my
Jesus,
god.
keep me far away from that, bro. Keep me as far
Yeah.
away from that as possible. Um, man, well, jumping out of the real world and into a fictional world, man. The VBA is gearing up for yet another season. What are we at now? 39, bro. We're at 39.
Jesus.
The 39th season, which is right next to that 40th season milestone. The consistency and just the overall, I guess, what do they use for LeBron for
Longevity.
the longevity? Yeah, thank you. The
Mm-hmm.
longevity of this league is just there's not a better blessing, bro. And um, but let's talk about the 38th season. Let's talk about
Mm-hmm.
that. Let's wrap it up since we didn't do we can do like a recap and then preview. So review, preview, episode. We got to come up with a word that tackles both of that. Review and preview. We
Hmm.
ain't got to do it now, but we got to come up with something in the future. We saw a insanely competitive season, um, especially from the Southern Conference. Man, Santa Fe finishing 49-4, obviously losing to Puerto Vallarta in the Southern Conference Finals. But I mean, Baltimore was a 40-win team. Little Rock 45-win team. PV 46-win team. And I mean, the North wasn't super uncompetitive. I mean, KC played Hartford in the second round, and North Pole swept St. Louis. The Northern Conference Finals went to Game 7, though. North Pole against Kansas City. That was a fucking tremendous series. But PV ultimately wins their third ring. Their fourth ring in 5 years. And Meek has solidified himself as the tied for the second most winningest GM in the VBA. Kansas City almost chops down the nets, cuts down the nets. Talk a little bit about that postseason, man. Aside from the fact that it was just pure cinema.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was cinema. You look at the Southern Conference. I mean, you got highlights. I know the first round wasn't really that special. I mean, Hartford taking down Springfield in 7. I think that's one of the biggest highlights. Even though Hartford didn't really go on to do much. It was what it meant for that franchise right there. That's something only the VBA can deliver. I think just the weight of, you don't really see Hartford in this position all too often. I think it was the first time in how many years? Was it like 18?
Yeah,
20?
it was the first time that they've won a playoff series since 2039. So
that's like
22 seasons.
Jeez. Yeah. That's incredible. That right there, that's an amazing story. I think the best story to come out is just I don't want to say best, because it's not the best to me. Is PV overcoming the 49-4 Santa Fe and JB choking. All right, it's kind of incredible. I think my favorite running gag in chat right now is Amulos constantly shitting on JB because people constantly shat on Rick Lurch.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's really justified. But yeah, PV, Meek kind of showed why he's one of the best in the game, because people highly doubted him coming into 2061. I mean, he wasn't really favored. I mean, I think I sat on here and said that it would be Santa Fe against North Pole in the finals on the preseason pod. So it's like, you kind of just prove people wrong. I mean, we know who PV is, but like, yeah, I think Kansas City's story too was pretty incredible. I mean, Barr and Leo finally making it to the finals and being super, super close to winning. It was really sad to see, because I don't know if we're going to get a Barr and Leo championship now, which would actually be a disgrace, man. That shit would be awful. But yeah.
Yeah, the first final appearance, bro. Okay, I want to kind of go back to what you said. PV, I don't know if anybody was really rooting for PV, and I don't understand where the Santa Fe hate comes from the community. Because, yes, Jatavius Blankenship is the best player that the league will probably ever see. But we have to remember, LJ doesn't have a trophy by his name. He doesn't have a championship. We are coming off of the biggest hate watch in probably VBA history with PV. Whenever they lost to Akron in the finals, everyone was fucking cheering. And now all of a sudden, everyone was excited that PV beat Santa Fe. Why? Santa Fe hasn't won. That's what confused me. But I don't know. PV was probably the better constructed team. Santa Fe definitely had the best, probably 2 players on the court in Yarman and Blankenship. Sorry, LJ. I didn't mean to give you fucking flashbacks.
And Barr, damn.
My bad, man. David Barr hitting free agency and just, ultimately going back to Kansas City. What a transcendent change in the VBA could have been if Barr went somewhere else. Stephen got lucky, bro. He got lucky. Didn't do his re-signings. He lost Ricky Frazier. Where did Ricky Frazier even go?
He went to Tacoma. Yep.
Tacoma, who had just really good progs, by the way. Dexter Morgan, the first pick and 2059 draft booming +8. He's now 72 overall. Ricky Frazier. I mean, I'm sure we'll get into Progs in a bit, but just to kind of recap, put a bow on the 2061 playoff. Puerto Vallarta securing their 4th ring in a very competitive, well, I would say competitive, but they only lost 4 games. They only lost 4 games in the playoffs, but they beat really good teams. So a very competitive, grueling, gruesome playoff, and they're gearing up for yet another uphill battle as Santa Fe's Progs were ungodly. JB now 92 overall. Yarman back to an 81 overall. Cap +1. Their entire starting 5 went green. What's your thoughts on Progs, man? You got any teams that stood out? Any teams that in either direction stood out for the best or for the worst?
Yeah. First off, we'll just get right into Santa Fe. I think JB, 26 years old and 92 overall. He still has room to grow. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. I put on here, let's see, my little notes. I said JB should average at least 40. There's no one. I saw this. Noah Yarman is, I think he's tied for the 2nd highest in the league too. If I remember in overall. Let me check. Yeah, he's tied with Leo for 2nd highest in the league.
Who was 83? Was Leo not 83?
Leo's 81.
Oh, he's tied for 2nd now. I think in history. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, right Yarman now is even top 5, I want to say, in highest all time. Definitely top 7.
Yeah, he's 81. He's tied with Leo right now. 1-2 punch. All right. The next, I mean, you have the next highest in the South is Richard Daly, and Daly went down 3. He's a 77. Like,
oh my god, I didn't even see that Prog. He went down 3 at 24.
Yeah,
holy
he went
shit.
down 3. So I mean, that's that's insane. I said, if Santa Fe doesn't win, we must treat JB like we treated Lurch.
Oh, for sure.
If they don't win this season, it's definitely like, JB, we're getting slander posters. We're gonna fucking go on a crusade. Like, I'm not saying that I won't root for the guy. Like, Lurch was someone you could root against. Like, he was an unlikable person early in his career. JB is just a humble guy. All right, he seems fine. While Lurch was arrogant, JB just puts his head down and he works. And he has Yarman, he has Cap, he has Alcorn. He should not lose. All that concerns me is the depth of this bench. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They're 124 overall, and their 6-man's a 55 overall. Like, what?
Yeah.
What
the depth for them, it gets a little tricky, especially whenever you start saying, okay, who in my starting lineup is movable to maybe get off of this max, this Oz Cap max, or get off this 18 million for Alcorn to get some depth, you know? Because that bench is pretty shit. But I think you're right in the sense of, if Blankenship doesn't get a ring this year, we got to start the Blankenshit campaign. There's going to be some generational slander coming his direction if they don't cut the Nets down, bro. 124 team rating is the highest we've had maybe ever for regular season. Somebody can fact check me on that, but yeah, 124 is nuts. Santa Fe opens as the overwhelming favorites into coming into the season. Obviously, as it stands right now, it's the preseason, so a lot of trades have been happening. Anything else you have with Progs? I mean, we did anything you want to like mention before we move on to trades?
Just that I also put that PV after Progs looks more vulnerable than ever. I know they don't have their whole roster filled out, but Daly goes down 3, Bareeds goes down 3, Petrie goes down 3, Markota goes down 3, Kirby down 1. you got like he got lucky that Butch McClellan had a great prog, goes up 7. Courtney Tate goes up 3. I mean, those are what's saving him. But he's right at the cap. He's literally like $500,000 under the hard cap. I don't know what else you do with this team to really elevate them, and that's why I think like PV is a fading dynasty at this point. And I don't think that that's crazy to say unless they move off one of these terrible contracts. They move off of the Kirby contract. And you know Meek. Meek is going to be calling. He's going to get off of that Kirby contract somehow. Someone's going to take it.
He wants me to take him, bro. He wants me to take Kirby in 2 firsts for fucking Oglesby. And I don't think that... Well, I have better offers than that, so I'm not taking that, but...
Yeah. You know Kirby's going to get dealt by the time the trade deadline hits. Like, this will not be the same PV team that we see come playoffs. But I think I don't know. I just think the cracks are glaring at this point. Like, look at me right in the face.
Is it telling you that it's the dynasty is shifting over to Santa Fe maybe?
Yes. I think it could be I don't know, though. Like, you take a look at Santa Fe. Santa Fe, over the past couple of years, they've played PV in 3 straight conference finals. So, 3 straight 7-game series. In all of those series combined, they've only won 2 games against PV. Do I think... I think PV might have their number maybe for this year. Potentially. But I don't know. I don't know if in a 7-game series, PV can go, like, can they go to the distance on a 92 overall JB who could be averaging 40, who's also 11 over, not 11. He's 14 overall better than your best guy. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. I don't know, man. As you said, Meek is going to have a different team. I think the two most the two most likely teams to make the conference finals in the South is PV and Santa Fe. More than likely that series will go more than 5 games. Although PV did sweep Santa Fe last season. And I mean that's not just something to, or no, they didn't. 4-1. Sorry, gentleman's sweep. My bad. 4-1 is still like not respectable with the best player in the league. Just won MVP. Just won DPOY. Damn near won most improved. Like, this is a player that is, his gravitational pull is so much vaster than anybody else in the league. You can't lose 4-1. And yes, he got better. Oh well, he went to 92. Motherfucker, he was a 90 last season. We've never had a 90. So for a 90 overall player, averaging 39.2 points per game, which is the most in VBA history, to get gentlemen swept in the conference finals, there's clearly has to be a change. Just because he got better doesn't mean the team got better. Even though the team did get fucking better statistically, that didn't change. That doesn't change the synergy. Holy fuck. That doesn't change the synergy. It doesn't change the chemistry. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Like you have to make a culture change. You have to make a locker room change.
No, I 110% agree. Like, you, it's clear they're running it back, right? And even though their team got better and PV's got worse, like, PV had your number when they were worse. They were worse than Santa Fe, overall-wise, last season. Overall-wise, Santa Fe was the number 1 team in the league. Again. Right? PV, they 4-1 them. Like, it's not like they went to a 7-game series and it came right down to the wire. It's 4-1. A 5-game series. The year before, when Blankenship was what? He was an 87 overall the year before. They got swept. You're an 87 overall getting swept. Like, you think you're averaging damn near 40. You had to at least win more than 1 game. Kansas City, with Springer and Barr, who two top players, right? Comparable to the I don't even know if they're comparable to the best player ever.
Mm-hmm.
And Noah Yarman, who is one of the best players that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're telling me Leo Springer and David Barr can win more games in a 7-game series than Jatavius Blankenship and Noah Yarman? It just doesn't add up for me. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't know, but that's the beautiful thing about the VBA, bro. It doesn't make sense, and you can't make sense of it. But yeah, no excuses for Santa Fe. Even though they are the overwhelming favorites, they obviously have the most at stake here. They have the most to lose. They got to get that depth fixed. That's the first thing that should be on there, or should be on LJ's agenda. Moving on to the second most recent thing, the draft. This 2061 draft, man, you didn't really see a lot of players prog. This was a kind of a shit year for progs in general. And obviously the 2061 batch of guys is going to fall into that first round of prog. So, I mean, Sean Gleason from Australia, you know, the point guard who was the number 1 overall pick, the number 1 highest rated player, highest potential. He does go up +3. Which is obviously huge for Vancouver because they're looking for, you know, light at the end of the tunnel. And Sean Gleason going +3 after being picked number 1 is huge for them. But the only other guy that really progged up, had noticeable or like notable progs, was Richard Terwilliger. Him and Butch McClellan. Those two are the only other guys that really had, oh, damn, progs. Like, Richard went +8. You know, as you mentioned, Butch earlier, he went +7. He's a guy that probably is not going to start for PV unless they do make a trade. But he would start on pretty much any other franchise. Anybody that you've highlighted in the draft section that you wanted to speak on?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to talk about the draft as a whole. I thought Sean Gleason, after Progs, he looks really legit. Vancouver has their guy for at least the foreseeable future. But other than that, I put the rest of the top 5, top 10 after Progs kind of disappointed me, except Richard, like you already mentioned. Like, it was kind of a disappointing year for the Progs. Butch obviously was huge. I think you highlighted that. Peter Vanderlaan, who I really liked, went to Louisville. He had a +7 prog, so really good for him. He's super tall. His potential went down though. I put, where is he? Number 21, New Mexico, Jeremiah Talbert. He had a really, really good prog, +14. Instantly turns into a playable role guy. Who else?
I think who had a really good draft? Salem? Was it Salem? A lot of their guys progged.
Yes. 24. Eodele White. He had a +12 for Salem.
And obviously Richard went to Salem as well.
But I said the best player in this draft probably will not be from the top 10. Taking a look at these progs down here, even a guy in the second round, like Cordarius Campbell, went to Reno. He had a +15. I think the biggest prog in the entire draft. So yeah, I said best guy will not be from the top 10. Like, eventually one of these guys, I think it will probably be these late first rounders. I mean, there's a huge string of 18-year-olds that got drafted right at the end of the first round. And I feel like that's where it's a very low risk chance. I mean, you could get a first from a contender for pretty cheap. And it could potentially turn out to be a really, really good player. That's why I love late first, but I don't think I'll have late first for a while because I sell all my picks. So
yeah, man, you gotta have some in the chamber, man. I mean, shit, I'm right there with you, bro. I have a couple late firsts coming up, but I think I'm about to blow my team up. So I may have, you know me, bro. Every other year I blow the shit
I know.
up. Every other year, but I mean, there's no world that I beat Santa Fe this season, so I may as well just get assets for my players. And the trade market has been fucking insane.
Yeah.
I have like 8 offers that I need to like look at right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
when after my prog, when Valen put in chat, what the fuck team is ADM building? That's when I knew I had a problem.
yeah, he did say that.
That's when I knew. I was like, yeah, we gotta blow this shit up here soon.
Man, let's talk about trades, bro. There's one trade that is fucking baffling to me, and I don't understand why it happened. I will not understand why it happened, no matter what you tell me. CJ Rose is no longer in the North Pole.
Yeah.
He gets traded to St. Louis, so Rocco Barber and CJ Rose are now teammates. They're leading the St. Louis Bluebirds ship. What the fuck is that?
No, it's upsetting. It really is. And North Pole did. You look at their prog, and this is maybe they got handed a shit pile, bro. I think this might be some of the worst progs this year, and maybe one of the worst progs I've ever seen. Like, this is team killing. They were conference finalists. They were one game away from the finals, and it's team killing. But when you think of North Pole, you think, I mean, you do think of Donovan McClellan. My God, why can't I speak?
I'm
But
rubbing off
you also think of CJ Rose, because CJ Rose was the guy who took the mantle after McClellan, right? He was supposed to be the guy that steered the ship into another championship. And Dave has been really adamant about getting more pieces. Bluebirds had a solid prog, and they were sitting at the third. I think they still are the third best team, team rating wise, in the league. So I think this move makes sense for St. Louis, but it's tough when you associate Rose, like he's always associated with North Pole for me. It's gonna be weird seeing him in a Bluebirds jersey.
Yeah, man. We gotta start calling the St. Louis Bluebirds the St. Louis Blue Balls, because they want so bad to put their team in contention, but man, I just don't know. Going against CJ Rose, I think it was for 2 picks, and I don't even want to try and pronounce
3
the
picks. Three firsts.
3 first.
Yeah.
I don't even want to try and pronounce bro's name. Zigomantis Serapenis. That wasn't that bad. Yeah, so you traded the penis guy for and 3 firsts for CJ Rose, which is a hell of a haul. It's a great haul for North Pole. I just wish that CJ Rose was in Aurora for life, because shit, I tried to trade for him a couple seasons ago, and bro said he's retiring here. I said, oh shit, not even gonna get him. But I mean, I get it though. He's getting older. He's down progging. But I don't know. Whenever you think of MP, you think of CJ Rose. Hey, I need a yawn counter. Somebody got to count the yawns, because that's like fucking 8 in a row. Holy fuck. This is my brain, bro. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. It's been such a fucking shit day. I was at work and my fucking tire blew and I had to go get it. Yeah, it's just been a very long struggle type of day.
I get it.
I'm here at the end, man, but it's definitely sleep on the couch type of night. Motherfucker put himself on the couch. I ain't have no woman here to put me on the couch. Yeah, nah. It is. It's just a head scratcher for me, just because I thought CJ Rose was gonna retire in the North Pole, which I don't think anybody in their right mind wants to do. But
yeah, no, holy.
Any other moves, bro, that you have wrote down, or anything else that you wanted to cover for the previous season / this off season?
Let me take a look. There was one that North Pole also did. North Pole, they sold.
Shannon.
It was. Did Tay Shannon get traded? I thought it was Andre Melton.
Tay Shannon did get traded, and whenever Shannon was traded,
yeah. It was
to
Salem.
Salem.
Off season.
Yeah, he progged for this year for Salem.
Yeah.
So, was that the one you were talking about?
No, I was talking about them selling Andre Melton to Hartford.
Yeah, that just happened, right?
Yeah.
Bro, Hartford has a nice team. They had good progs too. For the first time, they're top 4 progged up. And then Anthony Williams +9. He's going to be coming off the bench more than likely. Or he may start.
They traded Anthony Williams to North Pole.
Well, they traded Anthony Williams to North Pole.
Melton.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies. Well, that's a really good trade.
Because I like Melton, and Melton I feel like fits their timetable too. Like it's not really he's not that old. And Anthony Williams, he's gonna be a nice player. Anthony Williams, Craig Harris, Ben Simpson, and a first. Which I mean, Craig Harris and Ben Simpson were really just there to fill like the cap needs. They're just kind of whatever role players. But I like you said, I like Hartford's team. And North Pole, I mean, they got solid guys that they could then deal. I mean, Anthony Williams is on a really nice contract for the next couple of years, and he's going to be really good. So
I'm a little confused though, because you have 3 point guards now. If you're Hartford, you have Andre Melton, and then you have Brandon Blaney, and then Marcus Vail. Marcus Vail had a pretty good season last year for them too. Averaging 13 and 8 at his 30 years of age. But he was sharing the floor with 2 more guards, and Blaney is by default a point guard. I mean, he was that number 1 pick from Detroit Mercy, and that averaged fucking 30 and 12 or something like that in college.
Yeah.
But he's the guy that you brought in to run that point guard, and now you're bringing in Andre Melton. It's just, where does he fit? How does he fit on this Hartford team that doesn't conflict with what they already have going?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see the dynamic of this team, and I think they're one of the more exciting teams to watch. Another exciting team I want to highlight is San Juan. They had my boy Titan got blessed. Finally got blessed with good progs. I wrote down that Paul Lee is a bona fide superstar. He's going to be incredible to watch this season. I'm so excited. John Cooper went down, and I know he's selling John Cooper, like, literally actively right this second.
Probably right now, yeah.
Yeah, honestly. So, and John Cooper's, he's a pretty damn good player. I mean, he's had a good past couple seasons. It's just unfortunate that he has progged down the last 2 seasons. But I think he could get his career on track, maybe with a different team, because Shea Kerr had a nice prog. Austin Kirby still stayed the same. Terry Hicks didn't go down much. Willie Wallace went down 4, but you got guys off the bench. Dylan Watson, a nice free agent signing. Joe Jones, who you got in the 2nd round. Dan Goodwin, too. Like, you have a good set of players. They're 95 team rating right now. So, team rating-wise, they're above PV. They're above Nashville currently. Like, that
kind of blows my mind.
That's incredible.
Yeah, to think about that, it kind of blows my fucking mind, because PV sweeps San Juan. I think in a best of 21, I think they beat them fucking 11-0 in that. I don't know if SJ even pulls out a game against them. And don't even hit my phone saying, but they did last year, Dalton. Yeah, because fucking PV sat their best players in the playoff. Literally in the opening round, PV sat their best players in that series. That's the only reason they won a game. If you look at the box scores of those games, the last game that they won 99-94 literally was because they still sat their players. But 124-73. In the one game the Pirates won was by 20, but 135-100, 119-104. Like, this was not a close series, even sitting their best players. So, SJ clearly has some things to do. For the longest, we all thought that they lacked that star. I mean, fuck that. Paulie is a superstar.
Yeah.
Got his first All-Star nod last season. Will undoubtedly be an All-Star this season. Just a walking double-double guy. Can he lead his team to a playoff series win? I don't think so, because it is hard for centers to do that. It's hard for big guys to do that. I think you need somebody like a David Barr, Blankenship, that can just shoot the shit out the ball. And Paul Lee's not going to give you 20 points a game. He's just not going to. You need somebody to do that. So hopefully Shea Kerr has a career year if he decides to keep him. Maybe he can go up to 24, 25 points a game. We'll see. But what move would you make, though, if you were SJ?
Honestly, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. You want to go get a guard, someone who could shoot, someone who could pass, move the ball, score from the outside level, be able to handle the ball, because you have Shea Kerr. And Shea Kerr, I mean, he's not a terrible shooter, obviously. Like, he's 65 3-point rating. Last season, he shot 35% from three, 19 a game. It's not the best 3-point shooting you could get, but still pretty damn good. You got a guy like Austin Kirby who could still shoot. You just need that bona fide, like, I think they need like a wing too. I mean, they already have Shea and Kirby, but it's more like a shooting guard type-ish role. Like, one of them's got to be the wing. Kirby's 6'6", and Kerr is 6'3", right? They'd both be a little undersized for the wing. Maybe you go out and you get a bona fide small forward, or you move Dan Goodwin to the starting lineup. It's just kind of a tricky place that you're in with if you're San Juan.
I think it's super poetic that Titan was for the longest trying to win. I'm trying to build the best team. I want to fucking compete. Always got shit progs. Never had good luck. And the one time he's like, fuck it, I'm going for vibes. I'm getting Miles Mitty. I'm getting fucking John Cooper. I'm getting Joe Jones. Like, I'm getting these fun players. I'm just going to vibe and have fun. It all changes. He fucking gets insanely good progs. His team is like building itself now. I think it's just funny. It's very poetic in that sense. But yeah, man, they're right there at the soft cap too, like 0.04 million away from the soft cap, so they can't even really sign anybody to kind of make an immediate impact off the bench right now, even a scorer. So maybe, I don't know. That's for Titan to figure out. So good luck, brother. He doesn't have much assets pick-wise, so we're going to have to get creative with those contracts. But, man, let's go to preview for this season. I think there's really only 3 contenders. Well, after the trades, 4 contenders. And I feel weird even saying 4. But in my mind, without a doubt, it's Santa Fe, Kansas City, St. Louis, and Puerto Vallarta. How do you feel about that? Are you in that same boat? Do you see any other teams that could possibly be dark horses?
I really can't. I'm gonna be real. I'm sitting here looking at this team rating page, and out of the top 10 teams in the league, 8 of them are in the South.
Jesus,
and only
bro.
2 of them are in the North. After St. Louis, Queen City is the next highest rated. Or it would be Hartford now. It'd be Hartford after their trade for Melton, I think. But right now it's at 79. Without all the trades and shit put in. 79. You're going from like 100 to 79. So it's KC and St. Louis are meeting in the conference finals. It's just... It really is for the South. Like, Santa Fe is going to the conference finals. We all know that. You run into the buzzsaw that is named Jatavius Blankenship, then you're not coming out. Right?
Right.
It's just who's going to be there. I think Baltimore could potentially be maybe a sleeper, but Hunter Ferris had a really, really bad prog. He went down 4. Bushland went down 3. I mean, this team is like it's got a good top 9, but it doesn't it's not really complete in the way that I think that if PV built out the roster, they would be complete. Like, Nashville's all right, but I still think that Dax Shaughnessy had a really, really shit prog.
Hey,
I,
dude.
I, I don't know if I really. Iro had a good prog. Jalen Waters had a good prog. Al Cap had a good prog. Even though he only went down one. He's 35. I still think they're a couple years away. Like, you take a look at all the teams surrounding it, and it's just like it can only be PV to go up against Santa Fe. So I think the conference finals is Santa Fe against PV, Kansas City against St. Louis. There's your 4 contenders. Really, once we get to the Final Four, it's just a crapshoot on who wins from there.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a 29 overall difference in team ratings between Santa Fe and the next competitor in the South. Don't really see much of anyone else making a difference in the South other than PV. Baltimore team is not going to look the same. You know how bipolar Cartier is with his team. Nashville wants to be contenders, but I think they're just pretenders. I don't think that team rating is really going to show how much they can actually contend. I mean, they have Iro, they have Shaughnessy, but I mean, they even made the trade for Al Cap. So I mean, shit, maybe, man. Odie Kimball had a good prog, but that team lacks serious depth. I don't know, man. And don't look at the 93 team rating for Little Rock, because this team, today's price is not the same as tomorrow's price. I promise you that.
Hey,
Little Rock will not be contenders.
You're up there at least. You know, you got to scroll a long way down to find San Diego. You got to scroll all the way
22,
to 22. Man. 22.
Angel numbers. 222.
I mean, I guess me and Bond are in the same yard now. Last year it was me and Dave. Me and Bond are the same team rate. We're in the same yard.
Grew up in the same yard, man.
Also, if Corey Emerson doesn't get traded this season, I might start a riot.
Oh shit! You think he's gonna get traded?
I don't think Bond would do that. But
I know. I think Corey is stuck in Pittsburgh, bro.
Bro, unfortunately, we got to get him out of there.
It's a humiliation ritual at this point. 3-time MVP, hasn't won a ring, will never win a ring in his career. Yeah, it's a humiliation ritual. And Pittsburgh drafted him, so Bond's not trading him.
No.
He's not trading him at all.
He's stuck to play with Abdu until they're both fucking 40.
Yeah, man. Although Bond did offer me Abdu, Smith, Crawcraft, Levechi, literally the same package that I traded for Oglesby. He's wanting it, Oglesby and company back. I'm just not accepting that, brother. Thank you, but not accepting that shit. All right, man. Well, let's get into our annual playoff predictions. Who do you think is meeting in the finals? Who wins it? And what is the series?
No, if the South is pretty easy. If Santa Fe doesn't make the finals, I don't even know what I'd do. What would I do? If Santa Fe doesn't make the finals, what's a good thing to I swear to God, bro. I'll trade my best player for fucking nothing. I don't care. I'll spin a wheel. I don't know,
bro, because Meek is in the trade. He's in the trade tab, man. He's trying to make things, you know what I mean? He's trying to make moves to compete. I wouldn't go that far.
No, I'm going that far. All right? If my best player by the time, okay, let's see. Who is my best player right now? Hans Hawkinson. All right, if he's not traded, which is very unlikely, I might trade him. I'll spin a wheel, and whatever team, you can have him for free. Like, that will be a gift. All right.
Okay, word.
If Santa Fe doesn't make the finals, I swear on everything, I'm putting the whole house on it. I'm willing to sell shit. I'm willing to sell my PS5, put all that money on fucking Santa Fe making the finals, right? Santa Fe makes it.
See, I'm evil, bro. I was gonna say if if Santa Fe doesn't make the finals, you have to start an argument with your girlfriend.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, she gets evil when we're in an argument, bro. She gets evil. Don't even like that is the worst thing you can wish upon me.
All right, yeah,
I love you,
Savannah.
Savannah.
We'll keep it VBA related. We'll keep it VBA related. All right, so
Yeah.
Santa Fe meets who in the finals?
Now that's tough because I think that St. Louis did make a really good trade for a good center, and they have the depth, and they have Barber, they have Rose, they have Oakley, they have Nikos, right? They have all these good players, but do they have a former MVP and a fucking scoring champion, 5-time scoring champion? Do they have the greatest passer to ever touch a fucking basketball? I don't think they did. All right.
We've seen Kansas City lose single-handedly to big men, though.
Yeah, but they. Hold
No
on.
pause on that.
I had to digest. for
No,
a second.
no pause on that because
No
Kansas City is susceptible to big men, and big men
Jesus
love
Christ.
Kansas City. They love to come into Kansas City and fuck every dude in the butt.
I
They
guess.
got on an invader uniform.
Well, they had a new guy roll into town. They had a guy named Mitch Gwynn. Mitch Gwynn went up 12, folks.
Man,
Now-
give a fuck about no Mitch Gwynn. I'm gonna call him a
Yes.
bitch Gwynn. Ain't nobody give a
No.
fuck about. You
No,
want to
no,
talk
we're
about
gonna-
angel
we're
numbers?
gonna-
Round 2, pick 22 for Mitch Gwynn.
Exactly. All right, and I'm team 22. So me and Mitch Gwynn, we're basically brothers. We grew up in the same yard. I knew that motherfucker, right? Cameron Puckett is gonna he's gonna have everyone saying CJ Rose who? Who's that guy?
Cameron Puckett is gonna have CJ Rose saying, "What?
Who's
All right,
CJ
man.
Rose?
We need to
Who's
lay
this
off.
guy?
We need to lay off the PCP, brother."
Barkema's gonna school these guys. All right. I think Kansas City makes it. I'm on that Dalton shit, right? Kansas City is making the finals. Now, Santa Fe versus Kansas City is really tough because I like both these teams. It's two of actually the best premier duos in the VBA.
Yeah.
But if Jatavius Blankenship doesn't win a ring, I don't know. I'm not gonna put anything on that. But yeah, I'm gonna have Santa Fe beating KC in 6.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have to go follow this similar testament. I said Kansas City beat Santa Fe in 7 games last season. I'm saying Santa Fe beats Kansas City in 5 in this finals. I just think it's the most likely outcome, and I'm a statistics guy. I play the odds most times than not. So Santa Fe Spirits get their first ring in franchise history as Kansas City loses in their 10th finals appearance in franchise history. One thing I want to point out: Santa Fe has a 45 win percent as a franchise. That is going to drastically change. They probably will win 51 games. Do they go 51-2 this year?
It'll be close. I think they will.
They for sure win 50 games.
Yeah.
Do they go undefeated?
Not undefeated.
No.
Definitely not undefeated. They run into Kansas City twice. They're definitely, or I don't even know. They run into PV. If they run into PV twice,
Yeah.
PV will probably beat them once.
Yeah, I think they play PV 4 times. It's either 3 or
Yeah.
4 times. Oh, are they in the same division?
Yeah, they are.
They are Santa Fe and PV. Yeah, they're in the McGee division. Okay, so they'll play them 4 times. Yeah, I think PV walks away with at least one of those for sure at home, maybe even 2 at home. So their 2 losses may be to PV only. We'll see. I think they win over 50 games. I mean, they went 49-4 and just fucking shot up in team rating. So I think Santa Fe will take a 50-win season. Kansas City seems about right, 45, 43, somewhere around there. But give me Santa Fe over Kansas City in 5. It would be great if that dynamic duo of Barr and Leo finally get a ring, but I just think time is not their best friend, man. And they have fallen victim to really good teams.
It's unfortunate.
And a kind of inactive Stefan. So a bit unfortunate, man. Look, we're here at the hour mark. Is there anything else you want to cover? I am incredibly tired. I'm ready to sleep.
We forgot one thing.
Oh, shit. What's up?
I got to tell the fans how many wins we're getting this year.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Hold on. How many did you say you were gonna deliver last season? You said 22 or something?
I said at least 20.
Okay.
And I think I was good on that promise. Yes.
Yeah, you said 21.
21 wins. Yep. Folks, we have crushed our last 2 predictions. But Guardians
What's it sitting at now, brother?
Guardians fans, we signed Taylor Sturdivant to a max, and he went down 2 on us. He is not your leader. Oh, fuck. I don't even know what to put these guys at. But we're 61. We're the 22nd team in the league, right? There's a bunch of teams worse than us, and it's not like we're in a group with I'd say we're in the bottom half, but like the bottom half isn't even that bad. I could beat the bottom half. I could beat some of those teams. Oh, fuck. Guys, I wouldn't expect anything more than we're gonna set the line at 17 wins, a little less than last year, but I don't want to overpromise and get everyone hyped, and then we fucking lose a shit ton of games, right? Listen, I already got the shareholders up my ass about trying to get a star player. They said that I guess Hans Hawkinson, Tyler Lester, and Taylor Sturdivant aren't stars. Which, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I guess, I don't know. When Valen said that I had a team full of mid, I kind of took it to heart. I was like, damn, bro. And it's very ironic that I have an ASAP Rocky jersey on, and or not even jersey,
all you
shirt.
can think about is mid,
skip.
Yeah.
For my fucking team. All right.
Yeah.
That's all I can think. It's very ironic. Like, of course.
Where's she at?
Rocky.
Where's she at?
Where's my star at? I don't know. Fucking gone. We don't know.
Man, see, I think San Diego wins 12 games this upcoming year. No hate.
12?
No hating shit. No hating shit. I think y'all win 12 games.
12?
12 out of 53, brother. Look, I think y'all go 12 and 41.
I'm not a 40-loss team.
I think you're 12 and 41 this upcoming season.
Fucked up. That's crazy.
All right, here. How about this? Whoever's closest to their prediction gets a guaranteed win next season.
Okay, heard. I'll shake on it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. 12 and 41, 17 and
36.
Whatever that is, 35. My math hurts. Yeah. 17 and 36. There it is. Look, man, another fucking fantastic season was wrapped up. And let me tell you, these days that's the only shit getting wrapped up. Anyway, it's that time, brother. It's that time, brother.
I'm gone.
Look, kids, wrap that motherfucker up unless you're in love.
Jesus Christ.
Wrap that motherfucker up unless you're in love or you're falling in love or you're ready to make a baby, man. That's all I'm saying. Hey, love is a dangerous fucking drug, brother. Look, it's been a great fucking season, as always. The 39th season is about to commence come Friday. At the time that we're recording this, it is midnight 48, 12:48 Central Time, 1:48 Collins time, on Thursday morning. So,
yeah.
Sim 1 Friday, technically tomorrow, but I'm going to have 2 sleeps by then. So, we'll see y'all boys at the start of Sim 1 for the 2062 season. 2063 season for the 40th anniversary. We got to come up with something good. We got to come up with something nice. because that's 10 away from 50.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Holy shit. That's like, how many months would that be? Like 2.5 weeks per, or 3 weeks per. So, well, I guess it's still a little minute away.
Yeah, dude. It'd be at least a little over half a year.
Yeah. Unless y'all bully me into simming more like non-schedule. As y'all been known to do.
Usually the playoffs, begging for playoffs works.
Yeah, usually I'm like, I got that fucking itch, and I'm just right there, like just fucking close enough to wanting a little mind break from, just to handle other shit. But no, man, it's a blessing. I never look at this as a burden or like something. Fuck, I have to do this. No, I enjoy this so much, man, which is why in 2 years and 4 months, nothing has changed. So, except grown and the league has gotten better and
Yeah.
all that shit, man. So we will see y'all sim 4
Sim 4 after it's after All-Star.
okay, sim 4 after All-Star. We'll check in with y'all right before the trade deadline, and then of course we'll give you that off-season pod. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for being immersed into this world that we have created together. And yeah, man, I am Dalton, co-host with Colin, and we will catch y'all in that next episode, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.